I grew up in a family that taught me the value of service and giving back. And as a child that had this passion instilled in them at a young age, I was always deeply upset by the issue of homelessness. I didn't understand how we expected people to live without a home, and I wanted to figure out what I could do to help. I want to share with you a story of one of my most vivid memories. A memory that became the birthplace of an organization that shaped much of my adolescent life and was the beginning of my change-making journey. When I was in 8th grade, my best friend approached me and asked me to work with her on a project to support people experiencing homelessness, and I gladly accepted. We put together these things called service days, where we would pass out basic necessities like food and hygiene products to people out on the streets. One of our first service days was particularly impactful for me because I heard a story that would inspire my work for the next 7 years. So there I was, walking down the streets of my hometown with 2 sandwiches in my hand. And on that day, I met a wonderful woman named Mary. I remember walking up to her and asking her if I could have lunch with her. She smiled at my overly exuberant middle schooler face and agreed. As we ate our sandwiches, I opened my clipboard and asked if I could ask her a few questions. In my notebook, I wrote about a woman who was affected by domestic violence at the age of 14. A young girl who chose to leave an abusive family in pursuit of stability. A driven mind working her hardest to stay in college despite living in her car. But most importantly, a courageous and vulnerable person who dwelled less on the unpleasantness of her hardship and spoke warmly about the opportunity in her years ahead. Mary was brilliant, and her brilliance had nothing to do with her housing situation, the clothing she was wearing, or how much money she had, but it had everything to do with the kindness of her heart and the strength of her mind. Meeting Mary became one of my most vivid memories, and her story influenced the trajectory of my change-making journey. It is stories like Mary's that informed the story of EEqual. We believe that young people are the gift of our time, and our investment in their education and future should be of utmost importance. When I embarked on this journey ever so many years ago, I had no idea where it would lead. Now, over 7 years later, I could not be more astonished with the impact that we have had. Every year, our youth-powered organization raises hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships, educates millions through our awareness programs, and supports the higher education journeys of handfuls of youth across the country. As a founder, I am proud of the diverse, hardworking, and talented individuals who power our work every single day. I am inspired by our scholars who, despite the challenge of homelessness, persevere to become the next generation of future leaders. And I am touched by the enormous impact that a simple desire to do good has had. The best part is, the story of EEqual is far from over. Leading this organization for the past 7 years has been my most profound memory. I hope that you will continue to support such an incredible, powerful, and unique organization, as I know I will. Thank you for helping us make change possible. Thank you for continuing to help us transform the lives of youth experiencing homelessness in America. Thank you for being a part of the story of EEqual.